Welcome back to What If Cars. The 2026 Land Rover Defender has not come back to remind you of its history. It has returned to question everything you thought you knew about strength, silence, and survival. Cloaked in pure black, not the glossy black of showroom seduction, but a void deep black that seems to swallow light, this is not the Defender reimagined. It is the Defender reborn. And not in the image of comfort or compromise. No, this one was carved in the dark, built to move through storms without asking permission. It doesn't just look different, it feels inevitable. This isn't the old school utility box dragged into the 21st century. This is a warship that learned to whisper, a relic reforged into a prophet. Land Rover didn't create a new SUV. They summoned something elemental, something ancient. The silhouette is familiar only in memory, because what stands before you now feels more like mythology than machinery. A living testament that survival is not about being the loudest, it's about being the last one standing. This Defender isn't trying to compete, it's here to watch others fade. Everything about the exterior is a study in restraint and power. The panels are flat and smooth, but there's tension under the skin, like muscle under armor. No flamboyant curves, no unnecessary detail, just authority. The matte black paint is so dark it's almost abstract. It doesn't reflect, it absorbs. And that alone changes how people look at it. They don't stare to admire. They stare because they're trying to understand what it is. The lines are boxy but clean, brutalist architecture on wheels, like it was designed not by wind tunnels or committees, but by erosion and time. The front fascia is unapologetically upright but slimmed down, headlights reduced to thin rectangular slits that pulse with a white electric glow, like eyes half closed in knowing. The grille is minimal, not ornamental. Behind it, active shutters hide like shifting scales, reacting to temperature, terrain, and threat. The bumper isn't just tough, it's sculpted like a jawbone, angular, unbreakable, permanent. There's no chrome, no jewelry, only substance. If other luxury SUVs are tuxedos, this Defender is obsidian body armor. From the side, the proportions are military and mythical. Squared-off wheel arches house enormous 24-inch beadlock-style wheels in matte gunmetal, tires wide enough to flatten continents. The roofline is high and flat, but subtly tapers toward the rear like a predator lowering its head. Hidden hinges, flush door handles, aerodynamic roof panels embedded with solar composite tiles. Even the side mirrors are minimized, replaced by camera pods that adjust to glare and dust. It's the kind of design you'd expect if HAL 9000 and Mad Max built a vehicle together. And then you move to the back. And it's not even trying to be friendly anymore. The rear is squared, stacked, and fortified. A full-size spare mounted on the tailgate, encased in a sculpted matte housing. Vertical light blades run along each edge, crimson when idle, blinding when braking. A single horizontal bar connects them, flickering like a war mask. And beneath it all, a functional diffuser, not for show, but to disperse pressure when crawling down dunes or fording black rivers. Because this isn't just a design exercise. This thing is made to move through hell and make it look effortless. Step inside and you're in another world. But not the kind wrapped in leather and champagne. No, this is a sanctum, a digital cave. The cabin of the 2026 Defender is dark, not gloomy, but focused. Every surface is either textured metal, engineered wood, or ultra-durable recycled carbon fiber. There's softness, yes, but it's not for luxury. It's for longevity. Black suede wraps the ceiling. Midnight brushed aluminum stretches across the dash. There are no glossy plastics. Nothing pretends here. The steering wheel is squared off, thick and trimmed in ridged rubber and stitched wool. Behind it, a heads-up display beams straight onto the windshield. Adaptive, minimalist, and telepathic. The gauge cluster? Gone. Replaced by a thin horizontal strip of data. Speed, heading, battery health, elevation, torque distribution. All clean, all silent. The center console floats. Beneath it, a cargo net for quick access gear. Above it, a vertical screen, deep matte, fingerprint resistant and almost invisible when off, holding controls for drive modes, climate zoning, drone activation, and terrain sync. Yes, drone activation. Because this Defender doesn't just conquer terrain, it scans it. An included deployable micro-drone can map nearby topography, read weather patterns, and feed that data into the AI-powered all-terrain system called Instinct. Quick pit stop. If your car's been begging for attention, I dropped some killer tools and gadgets down in the description. We're talking a smart battery charger, a tire inflator that belongs in a superhero utility belt, a scan tool that tells you what your engine's been secretly crying about, and even wireless Apple CarPlay for Toyota and Lexus drivers. Want wipers that actually wipe? A vacuum that doesn't just move dirt around? Fresh scents that make your car smell like a high-end candle store? It's all there. And yep, as an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. It helps support the channel and keep the content coming. Hit the links, upgrade your ride, and thank your car later. Instinct doesn't wait for you to choose sand or snow. It detects, predicts, and adjusts in real time, long before your tires know what's coming. And when the terrain is human, city, alley, ambush, it activates the silent watch mode, drops ride height, disables all external lighting, and routes sound-canceling frequencies through the frame. You disappear. The seats, low profile, ultra padded, fully heated and cooled, with adaptive bolsters that shift with G-forces. They're covered in black nanotextile that repels water, blood, wine, whatever your journey throws at you. Rear seating is cathedral-like. Each passenger has biometric temperature control, haptic vibration alerts, and individual communication access, voice paired to the pilot. A fold-out tactical command center is embedded in the rear armrest. It's not a vehicle, it's a nerve center. And then, you drive it. That first press of the start button is not a roar, it's a hum, low, seismic, and alive. The all-electric quad-motor platform makes 100 millimeters of torque at 0 RPM. The numbers, 60 in 3.5 seconds. Range over 500 miles. Charging, 20 minutes to 80%. But this isn't about specs. This is about sensation. Acceleration is brutal but dignified. The chassis doesn't twist, it flexes. The torque distribution is so fluid, it feels alive. Like each wheel is making its own decision in harmony with the others. Cornering feels wrong at first. Too smooth, too easy. Until you realize, this isn't cheating physics. It's just doing it better. Climbing rocks, it doesn't skip or chatter, it flows. Sand dunes don't slow it, they shift around it. Snow barely crunches, it hovers. And water, oh water, it wades through 40 inches of it. Sensors scanning ripple depth, flow angle, and salinity. It doesn't ask if it can go forward, it decides how. And through all of it, silence. No engine, no vibration, just a deep, steady heartbeat in the brain. You hear your breath, you hear your thoughts, you hear the wind. This is not the Defender of the past, clunky, noisy, charming, and its obstacle. This is the ghost of all the roads that tried to break it. When you stop, finally, step out, there's a moment of loss. Not because it's over, but because you've tasted something few vehicles give, respect. The 2026 Land Rover Defender doesn't entertain, it doesn't coddle, it respects the driver. It assumes you're here for a reason. It gives you tools, not toys, and it gives you silence. Because sometimes in the quiet, you remember who you are. This SUV is not trying to prove anything. It's not here to win awards or go viral on TikTok. It's here for the ones who go off the grid, not for fun, but because the grid never felt like home. It's for those who read maps by touch, who measure time in sunsets and stars. It's for the ones who understand that true power doesn't flash. It waits, watches, and when it moves without apology. So no, this isn't your neighbor's Defender. This is the 2026 Defender. Black as ash, quiet as prophecy, and built not to be driven, but to be followed. And in its shadow, you'll find something you didn't know you were missing. Yourself.